Hi, I'm CeCee Torres here at NAMM with the creator of Aston microphones, James Young. James, how's it going today?
It's going great, thank you very much, yeah.
How's the convention been?
It's been fantastic for us. It's been a really good show. We actually got nominated for a Tech Award. It's our third year out of 4, so which is not bad considering we're only a 4-year-old company. So so we're going to the awards tonight to see whether we've won anything. But the nomination is such an honour in its own right. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, especially with so much technology. So tell us about your microphone product.
Well, Aston started back in early 2016. We've got 4 microphones in the range. So we've got the Origin, the Spirit, the Starlight, and the Stealth. All of which are doing really well. We just, this show, launched a limited edition of the Origin. So this is it usually comes like this with a silver stainless steel finish, and we've done a very limited 2,000 pieces worldwide run of a black Origin with a black Aston badge that comes bundled with the shock mount and the pop shield for $369, and that's going live in the first week of February.
What makes this microphone stand out?
What makes our microphones stand out is pretty much everything about them, really. I mean, both from an aesthetic point of view, they look very different to everything else that's out there. We had an architect design the actual microphones rather than the usual set of in-house engineers. But the big thing, obviously, with mics is sound. We have something called the Aston 33 panel. That was a panel initially when we did the first product of 33 top UK producers, engineers and artists. And we're talking people like Rick Simpson, who's Coldplay's producer for the last 5 albums, Steve Bentley Klein, who's the MD for the Royal Shakespeare Company, and so on, so like big high-end guys. They're the ones that are responsible for the sound of the mic. So we're the only mic company in the world that from day one of the inception of the product, we get together with a panel of top experts and they create the sound of the microphone for us over several months of testing. On the Stealth, actually, it was 92 people that were involved in that. Now, normally you get a sales, a marketing and an engineering team collaborating together to make the sound of a product. And salespeople always want something that is 99 bucks and does everything. Marketing people want something that's 99 bucks and does one thing better than anybody else. And engineering people want to build space rockets and they don't care how much it costs, right? So you tend to end up with this kind of like dilution of ideas down, so that at the end of the day, no matter where they start, most companies' products end up sounding and looking very similar. Our mics look very different, but they also sound absolutely amazing. And because they had the best ears in the business working on developing the sound rather than an engineering or a marketing team, they sound as good as $3,000 mics, but they only cost $300 or $400. That's the really special thing about Aston.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. What's the sound like? How would you describe the sound when using this microphone?
High end, very high class. I mean, the sound was truly developed. Although we did the electronics and the chassis and everything, and obviously it's our design, they guided the process of at each stage about how it sounded, and because these guys are constantly using $3,000-$4,000 microphones, they've ended up sounding like that. So each mic sounds completely different. They're all for different purposes. They've got different flavors. We don't just kind of do one sound and then a better version and a better version, because we believe that you should have a suite of different tools for the job of recording. But they just sound very high-end. I mean, they're the only $300 mics that you'll consistently find in high-end commercial recording studios all across the world. But they're affordable for guys that can't afford that kind of money, you know.
Right, and that's what I want to talk about, how people from all walks of life now are recording their own products, recording their own music.
Yeah.
So is this accessible to the everyday man?
That was the whole remit of our company. We wanted to make stuff that would be used in proper commercial, professional studios that's accessible to people that can't afford that kind of money to buy a U87 or a Telefunken or whatever. And this is for the first time you can actually do that. There are plenty of $200 or $300 mics out there, but they don't perform like this.
We're excited to try it out. How has the response been?
To the new Origin, fantastic, yeah. Well, we pre-sold all 2,000 units at the show through the dealer channel, so you know they're going to be shipping out in first week of February, and I guess they're probably not going to last that long. So if people do want to get hold of one, they should get their orders in pretty soon.
All right, James. And if they do want to get a hold of it, where would you direct them to?
All the key dealers across the states. You name it. If it's a big pro audio dealer, they'll have Aston in stock.
So check it out, Aston microphones at NAMM. I'm CeCee Torres.